Welcome back. Okay, Tuesday's workout, second to last day. Oh, no, last day of March. Let's see. We're starting out with an accessory today, followed by the workout. The accessory is 3 supersets, 10 bent over rows, 10 bench press, 10 bicep curls. Superset meaning that you're going to go through all these back to back to back, and then you can rest as much as you need to after you've done your bicep curls. Let's go over how we can do these movements. If you are using a barbell, bent over rows, nice flat back, you're leaning over, you can either do it supinated or normal grip, and you're pulling straight up to your chest and back down, nice and controlled. Try not to just drop and kind of bounce it. Try to lower it and then coming straight up without extending the back. A lot of people will pull and extend. Try to just keep everything nice and still, just pulling with the arms. You can also do it with a kettlebell or dumbbell. A couple ways you can do it. If you have a heavy kettlebell or dumbbell, you can grab it with both arms here and pulling straight up. And you might want to up the reps just a little bit, maybe up to like 15 until you feel that burn. Kind of play it by ear depending on what weight you got. You can also do it just like so. There you go, bend over row. You can also rest your hand against like a bench or a box or a couch and pull that way, 10 each side. So that is your bent over row. Bench press, if you have a bench and a barbell, great, use it. You probably also need a rack. Otherwise, you can do it from the ground. You would just come down to where your elbows hit the ground and pressing down and press. So that can be your bench press. You can also do it with a dumbbell, 1 or 2. If you have 2, same deal. Thinking about squeezing there at the top, basically the ends of the dumbbell or kettlebells touch at the top and then coming down. If you have a single, do the same thing here, 10 each side. And that would be your bench press. And then bicep curls are bicep curls. I'm not going to demo with the 50-pounder. You'll just have to believe me that I can do it. So just boom, bicep curl. You can do one at a time, however you want to do it. So then once you're done with those 10 bicep curls, you'll rest as needed and then start over for 3 total sets. Then our workout is 5 2-minute AMRAPs. So you're going to go through this 5 times. It is going to be 15 10-meter shuttles followed by max hand release push-ups. The way we want you to measure out those 10-meter shuttles, if you have a measuring stick, a tape measure, something like that, great. Otherwise, just get it pretty close if you can, whether that's just walking heel to toe until you think you've got it, or just eyeballing. It doesn't have to be exactly 10 meters. And then max hand release push-ups. What we're looking for on those is whatever you do, whatever scale of that you do, we want you to keep throughout the whole workout. And then we want your form to stay consistent throughout the whole workout. So if I'm doing RX hand release push-ups, I'm in my nice plank position. I come down, my hands release, and I press all the way up. Come down, hand release, press all the way up. My next scale from that is going to be coming down just like a normal push-up, just like the normal hand release push-up, come down. But on the way up, after releasing my hands, I'll let my chest lead just a bit, and then my thighs come off the ground. So down, chest leads, and then thighs. So you kind of get your legs to help you a little bit. Your next scale down from that will be from your knees, coming down, lift the hands, and up. And after that, it'll just be worm hand release push-ups. Whatever scale you do, we want you to be able to hit at least, I'd say probably 12 reps in each of these 2-minute AMRAPs. So like give or take 1 or 2 reps, but ideally minimum of 12 there. We don't want you to do your shuttle sprints and then just have to look at the floor for the remainder of the 1 minute and only get 2 reps. you should be getting a decent chunk. So that is that. After each 2-minute AMRAP, you will rest for 2 minutes and then repeat. If you are unable to run outside, like you're stuck inside for whatever reason, you can do a 200-meter row, or you can do 20 no push-up burpees. What those are, come down just like a normal burpee, come out to that plank, jump back up, jump and clap. So out, up, jump and clap. Something to keep in mind on the shuttle sprints, I want you guys to be thinking about how you're turning around and how efficient you are at doing them. So the tendency is when you go to make that cut to switch directions, is that people will kind of loop out and around. Try to plant that foot, try to already be turning as you plant, and then you're coming straight back into that next one. And try to pick up some speed there. Your actual score for the workout will be how many hand release push-ups you do. But if you're able to, look at the clock for when you finish each of your rounds of your shuttle sprints and post that in the notes as well. Post which one was your slowest. Because we don't want you just sandbagging the shuttle sprints. So that's kind of like your part 2 score. All right, so that is that. We have 2 parts for the warm-up again. We have a general warm-up, something to get your joints and your muscles loose, and your heart rate up a little bit. And then we have your workout-specific warm-up, which serves 2 purposes. One, to show you what you will need to scale and what you'll be doing as your scale for the workout for both parts. And then 2, for you to make sure that you are keeping good form and for you to identify any weaknesses you may have, whether that's, you're not getting your chest all the way to the ground on the hand release push-ups, or whatever it is, you're kind of using your chest for the bicep curls. That's your point to kind of self-assess and figure out, what do I need to do that I can do better before I start upping the intensity in the workout. Okay, so the general warm-up, it's going to be a 6-minute AMRAP, which just means you're going to be working for 6 minutes. You're not trying to get max rounds. You're not going to post a score for that. Just working for 6 minutes, 5 chest openers per side. You can either do that against a wall or you can do it on the ground. If you're doing it on the wall, you just have your hand on the wall and then you're turning out. You can do the same thing on the floor, here, arm out to the side and turning. So 5 of those per side, 20 mountain climbers. Coach Robbie always gives me crap. He calls them Spider-Mans. Basically, you're gonna jump your foot to right next to your hand each time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, all the way to 20. 10 scat push-ups. So just letting the torso sink and press. Let the torso sink and press. 10 small, medium, and then large arm circles each direction, and then 10 J's, so that's on the ground. Starting overhead, hands are off the ground, and coming back, hands lifted off the back and up, so that's 1, that's 2, and so forth. Once you get done with those, if you still got time in that 6 minutes, start back at the top. Then our workout-specific warm-up. So you're gonna go through 2 sets. I want that first set, do the best you can, good form. If you want to go a little bit lighter on each of the movements to see what you're going to be doing, that's fine. Then on that second set, whatever you've identified that you need to kind of work on form-wise, really try to nail it down on that second set, and then figure out kind of, okay, this is the scale I'm going to be doing, and do that during that second round through. So 4 hand release push-ups. Figure out whether you're going to be going from your knees, or normal hand release, and figure out, are you going to be able to do, sets of like 4 to 6 for multiple times during that 2 minutes so that you can get upwards of 12 reps. 4 shuttle sprints. What I want you guys to focus on, are you making nice quick turns when you get to that cone, and then are you running in a straight line, speeding up as you get to that middle portion? 4 bent over rows. Really focus on making sure you're not moving here at the hips. Again, when you bring that weight down, it's going to be a tendency for you to move here at the hips, or on the way up to kind of use your hips to help pull. Kind of focus in on that. See if you're cheating it. And if you do on the first set, that's fine. Just recognize it, and then on the second go through, really try to isolate it. For a bench press, figure out how you're going to be doing that, whether that's the one arm or with the barbell on the ground. And then for bicep curls, same thing there. Make sure you're not, using your hips and your torso to help you get that barbell or that weight up. We want to isolate there. So that is that. After you're done with the workout, the accessory and the WOD, you'll go into a cool down, 2 minutes of a light jog or row, 1 minute of child's pose, 2 minutes of shoulder stretching, whatever that is, whether that's, again, against the wall, whether you have a lacrosse ball and you're just rolling out your pecs at your shoulder, however you would like with a PVC, however you'd like to stretch out your shoulders, and then 1 minute of calf stretching. On any of these stretches, such as like the shoulder stretching and the calf stretching, when you stretch, I want you guys to be holding for about 5 seconds, and then release, 5 seconds, release, 5 seconds, release, and then switch sides. Same thing with shoulder, hold for 5, release, hold for 5, release. I think that's about it. For the workout, you can choose whether you want to try to stay consistent on all of your rounds. Say your goal is to get 15 and you just shoot for 15 each round, or if you want to just run and gun and get 40 that first round and 5 the second, go for it. See what strategy works best. All right, I'll see you guys Wednesday.